I would just like to excuse my general voice and appearance because I'm sick. Firstly, I would just like to point out that it's Thursday today. Angus... what? Anyway, this week we're talking about shipping, and just in case anyone's unclear, like Sarah apparently was, we're talking about the internet one, not the exchange of goods via ships. I think that the shipping of fictional characters in TV shows or movies or books or any type of fiction is fine. I've never been a big shipper myself. I suppose I'm not that into Tumblr, which is where a lot of that kind of stuff goes down. My OTP would probably be the Doctor and Rose, or Sam and the White Walkers. I think that's a thing that should happen. But yeah, I think shipping is great. It's a way of people to sort of express their involvement in some piece of fiction and sort of discuss that with other people who are also involved in that fandom. When I think shipping is not okay is when it involves real life people. Especially since in most instances when it's being referred to as shipping, you don't know either of the two people involved. Say you've got two friends that you know fairly well and you think that they would be really good together. You introduce them and then maybe they go out and that's fine, but you don't like ship them together because that would be weird, right? But for some reason, if you see two people on the internet that you think are together or think should be together, shipping them somehow becomes socially acceptable. I think it's weird because it makes things awkward for the two people involved. If there is something going on, it makes them feel strange about it and like they're being judged or watched for it. And if nothing is going on, it kind of crushes any chance that that could happen at any point in the future. Now, this tends to happen a lot on the internet with vloggers in particular. Now these people, they put their lives out there on the line for us to get some sort of entertainment or relatability from their lives. And some people think that for that reason it gives them a right to make judgment calls about that person's life and who they should be dating and what they should be doing. Just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. Now some people argue that it's not any different between shipping sort of real celebrities together. Say for example, I really wanted, I don't know, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston to still be together. I'm not up with celebrity culture, just for anyone that was unsure. Then I could say that I ship them together. The difference between shipping them together and shipping two vloggers together that I watch on the internet is that Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston don't care because they're never going to find out about it. YouTubers read their comments and they find out exactly what you thought about them and that person together because you've typed it out and sent it to them as a message. So yeah, summary on that. Fictional characters fine, real life people no. I suppose the other thing that we were talking about this week was fandoms in general. Angus was talking about yesterday how he didn't really understand fandoms and how he thought people got into them too much and defined themselves by that, and that was unhealthy. And I do agree to a point, because you lose any sense of individuality and the ability to understand who you are as a person. It becomes difficult for yourself, let alone for other people trying to get to know you. It can also be a problem with stereotyping, which I have personal experience with. I've been a huge Doctor Who fan since its revival in 2005, so I was 13 years old. And at high school, what used to happen was people who didn't know me that well would define me as the Doctor Who girl or the girl who liked Doctor Who, and to them, that was all I was. I had no other personality traits. It made it very difficult for me to define myself and who I was separate from that show because so many other people were telling me that that's what I was and that was my niche. On the other hand, I do think that fandoms can be great, and it's a great way to meet people with similar interests to you and make you feel like you're a part of some sort of community. So I think as long as you can separate yourself and define yourself outside of that fandom, then I'm completely fine with them. As long as it's something that you like and not something that you are. So yeah, those are my thoughts on shipping and fandom. Side note, I'm back on my own channel now. Finally, it's only been like 8 months. So I'll just have a link to it somewhere on the screen. And I'll see you in 6 days. Illness sucks.